others. But first, firstly let me compliment the management of Geetam, for thinking about a school and public policy. Geetam who've taken the, first move and said, this is something that we ought to be doing. So therefore, and I'm glad that it is in Hyderabad. So all the more reason for us to be more excited. Yeah, obviously, as many of you might know, or for those of you who don't know, I'm a second generation politician. So I've seen my father from very close quarters from a very early age. So I was always intrigued. I was always wanting to find out more, more about it, etc. Because, the questions that that would cross its mind when you see his father or mother being in politics is, why do they not spend time with me like any normal parent? I think it was natural that at a later stage in my formative years, I understood the importance of the job that my father was doing as a public representative. He was an MLA, he was then a minister, he was then, he worked in a variety of roles. So one thing I've realized as I grew up, my father always wanted me to be Indian Administrative Service officer. In fact, Mr. B.R. Meena is here, who worked very closely with us. Meena Saab was our Special Chief Secretary, I think, when he retired. And now he works here with you guys. You're fortunate to have somebody as experienced as Meena ji is to guide you guys. So one of the things he wanted me to be was, write UPSC and be an officer. So it's not like my father actually trained me. It's not like he actually wanted me to follow in his footsteps. In fact, most of you may not know this, and this might come as a surprise also. In fact, I came in without his knowledge. I came in and joined public life without his knowledge. Let me just quickly narrate the story to you. So initially when he said that I should write my UPSC exam and then, become an officer, he said, for you to understand, the kind of work an Indian Administrative Service officer would do, or even aspiring students, who kind of give these UPSC exams, you need to go to Delhi. So he sent me to JNU for almost 2 months. So I lived in, Delhi, Lutyens, for a bit, and went and, kind of got a first-hand experience. I didn't enroll myself in JNU, but I hung around with a few friends because I had a few friends there. I hung around there, I was looking at all kinds of people there. One thing that struck me, as very, very interesting at JNU was, there was something written on the wall there. It said, in a democracy when, we are the world's largest democracy, you guys know that. In a democracy when everything is decided by politics, you better decide what your future politics is. This was what was written. It was intriguing. I said, what is this? What does it mean? What it basically means is, from the time we get up in the morning till the time we go to bed, every single day, every single thing that kind of has a direct or an indirect impact on us as individuals, as citizens, is essentially decided by the governments, both either in Delhi, that is the union government, or the state government. So it is important, if not to dabble directly in politics, or if not to run for a public office, it is important that we are politically aware. It is important that we participate in the process. It is important for us to know what our ideology is, or it is important for us to know who stands for what. I think it's important for us to understand that. And to that direction, I think a School of Public Policy, of course, is a great step. I compliment all of you 50 students who are enrolled here from 18 states, I was told. My compliment.